Hey y'all, what's up? Y'all don't pay no attention to that mess I got going on in the back. I'm in between crafts. Welcome to day 3 of 25 days of a craftsmith. How y'all doing? How is everyone this evening? I hope y'all had a good day. And if you didn't have a good day, hopefully this little live can make your day just a little bit better. So tonight we are going to be making the Solo Red Cup Ornaments. I thought they were so cute. Oh, and I gotta show y'all. I got me a hot glue gun, and I got the bow. I gotta turn it so y'all. Yeah, so it's the front. I got the bow, y'all, on our bouquet from last night, hunty, and our bow is on there, honey, with the Gorilla glue from the. I went to Walmart and got me a Gorilla hot glue gun because I just couldn't take it that their bow wouldn't stay on there last night. So yes, hunty, I had to go and fix it. Hello, 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 you guys. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hey, Miss McCoy Boo. Hey, Miss Cindy. Hey, Miss Hare, Miss Myrna, how you doing? Miss Lawson, how you doing? Miss Lemons, Miss Sonia, Mr. McLeod, hey, hey, hey. How is everyone? I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Yes, I love Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree items, especially for crafting little things like this. Excuse me, it's inexpensive and it just comes out so beautiful. Like, I mean, you can see this somewhere sitting in Michael's for sale, honey. Hold on, wait, I gotta find the camera. For more than what we actually paid to make it, honey. But I love it. I love to do just the down home crafting. I'm not really crafting this to sell it to anyone. I'm just crafting it to craft. Crafting is my passion. I love to make things. And I love the way things look when I'm done crafting them. Hey, Miss Thomas, Miss Davis, Miss Simmons, Miss Pat, how you doing, love? Miss Angeline, Miss Blanca, Miss Kathy, how are you? All right, so y'all know what we got going tonight. Tonight's live. This craft does not take long at all, you guys. So hopefully we can get our spackle mixing all together and done right. But before we get started, y'all know I want to do a roll call. Hey, Miss Vance. Hey, Miss Harris. Hey, Nisha girl. I want to see where everybody is calling from. If it's your first time watching me, I am Gucci Crafts, and I am from Northern California, the Bay Area. So I would like to know where everybody is watching from. We do a roll call at the beginning of every live just to see where we all are. So let me know where you guys are watching from. We have the DIY Crafting Network on with us tonight, the Gucci Crafts, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci, on Facebook, and then Gucci Crafts on YouTube as well. Don't be scared to share this live. Share it out to the world. Share it out to the world. Sharing is caring, loves. Yep, just share, 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 Miss Cindy. That's right. Jersey's in the house, Orlando's in the house, NC in the house. Hey, neighbor, SoCal's in the house. Harlem, New York. I love Miss Kathy's accent. Ohio's in the house. Durham, North Carolina's in the house. New York, New York. Las Vegas is in the house. Hey, Vegas. Austin, Texas is here. Orlando, Lakeland, Florida. Hello from Hollywood, Florida. How are you, my love? Southern Illinois. All right, you guys. Did I miss Austin, Texas? I think I put Austin, Texas up there. It comes in pretty fast for me, you guys. Uh, Let me see. Savannah, Georgia, Hammond, Louisiana, Northern Vallejo. You know what, Miss Abram, don't even play with me like she said Northern Vallejo. That's here in the Bay Area, Northern. I'm super bad. Houston, Texas. Go Jersey. Go Jersey. Stone Mountain, Georgia's in the house. Birmingham, Alabama. Chi-Town's in the house. St. Louis in the house. Hey, my love. Massachusetts is here. See, you playing, Miss Abram. You know you playing. South Carolina's in the house. Be more. I love the way y'all say to and do. I love it. Oh, Watts up in here. Hey, see what? Crip. All right, I see you, Miss Davis. All right, y'all. So we are everywhere tonight. Everywhere tonight. Lawrenceville, Georgia. Hi, Miss Shonda girl. More Chi-Town. Hey, Miss Sandra. All right, y'all. So let's get into what we got to get into, to the nitty of the gritty for this craft, my love. So all of these items came from the Dollar Tree. Besides the paint came from Michael's, but you can still get the paint from Walmart or Dollar Tree. I have a mix here of Michael's and Walmart paint, and then also glitter. But you can get glitter from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just adding on glitter, and I might even add on a strip of the little pearls here just to make my cup a little different. I noticed that people are putting like the little Starbucks logo on the front. We're gonna go logo-less tonight, hunty, and we just gonna do our own thing. Okay. All right, so we got our red Solo cups, the little mini cups. They come from the Dollar Tree. And of course, y'all, I'm going to switch to my other camera so y'all can see the actual table, which is full of glitter and other things right now. But it's called the mini cups. You get 22 of them in a pack. And of course, they $1. Yes, they are from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using some straws from the Dollar Tree. Okay, we're going to pop this open. And we're just going to use this little white straw from Dollar Tree. I could not find ping pong balls. A lot of people are using the ping pong balls, and I think you get about 6 of the ping pong balls from the Dollar Tree in the pack. But I'm going to be using these little ornaments because they fit down in the cup just like the ping pong ball would. And I'm just going to pop this off and flip it the other way so the other part's not sticking up. And we put the ping pong ball in there so we don't have to fill it with so much filler. And so if you get this ornament string, you only get about 4 balls that'll fit in a cup. So if you can find the ping pong balls, do it, honey, because you get 6 of those, and you're able to make more ornaments. But I had to improvise because my Dollar Tree didn't have the ping pong balls. So whatever. Of course, you know, I'm going to end up using those other balls in another craft of some sort. And then we also have here some ribbon because we're going to need ribbon to make a little hook to go to use as our hanger for our ornament. And so I haven't decided if I want to use the little elves or if I want to use the little the glitter one. So y'all let me know right now. Drop a heart in the comments. Drop a red heart for using the elves. And then drop a smiley face if you want to use the glittery dots. The glittery dots. So which ribbon should we use to hold our ornaments? All right, and then we have our hot glue gun, which I had to go secure. Had to secure the hot glue gun. You need lightweight spackling from the Dollar Tree. This is like where you find like the automotive stuff. I'm trying to get a good angle at the camera. You find this with like the automotive stuff or whatever. So we got 2 hearts for the elves so far. And then I have like these 2 different types of glitter. I'm not sure which one I want to use. So when we get to the glittery part, then we'll vote on which glitter to put on top of it. I think maybe the gold one will look better. And then I have this white paint, which we're going to mix with our spackling to give the spackling a little bit more of a white color. And then I have this espresso paint, which we're going to use like a chocolate swirl on top of the speckling, because we're going to have the speckling look like it's whipped cream. Okay. And then I have this terracotta paint. I don't know how well it's going to look like a caramel, but it's the closest thing that I have to like a caramel color. Because I want it to be drizzled with like chocolate and caramel over the top. So we'll see. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts and 1, 2, 3 smiley faces. So it looks like the elves are winning, you guys. We're voting on which of the ribbons to use. for what we're going to hang the ornament with on our tree. We have the little elves, which have a little bit of glitter in their hats. I'm trying to get it as close as I can for you guys. The elves got a little glitter in their hats. You can kind of see the sparkle. And then we have the little dots that they're all glittery. So for the dots, it was a smiley face, and for the elves, it's a heart. Ooh, my nails is bad, y'all. All right, we also, let me tie these braids up, y'all, so we don't get no light spackling on these braids, y'all. Do something. I'm going to look crazy, but it's okay. All in the name of crafting. We have our scissors. We have our gloves. We have a little spoon here so we can mix our spackling. And then also, I got from the Dollar Tree this cake decorating kit because I want to be able to use the tips to make myself a pretty little swirl. So I'm probably going to use this one here, right here, because it looks like, or maybe the one under it. It looks like the one under it is going to make the best swirl. So we'll see if it works. I didn't want to use my real cake stuff because this spackling stuff, even though it cleans up with water, like this is for you to fill in cracks and stuff like that. And nobody want to be eating that with their cake, baby. So we'll get this out of here. And we'll get the tip that we're going to use. And I bought 2 of these just in case. The spackler, it says you can clean it up with water before it dries, but who knows? And I'm just going to open this on up because we got to stick the spackling down in there, hunty. And let's already secure our tip so we don't have to worry about doing that. Once we get the spackling mixing, secure our tip on there. You can do this with a Ziploc bag, baby. Okay. So I'm going to put these to the side while we get our spackling mix. I am going to put on gloves to mix this spackling. And then I'm going to switch us out to my other little webcam so you guys can actually see the desk and see what it is that I'm doing. I'll be so glad when I get rid of these gloves. I ordered 100 of these, 1,000, excuse me, from Amazon. And the box is just too big to be trying to send it back to them. I ordered the small because I'm a tiny little person. Good girl. All right. Let's get into this G thing. All right. So, oops, I should have changed the camera before I put these gloves on. So let's go here. Let's go to my USB camera. All right. So I'm going to get y'all in a position where you can see me. And I might need to turn my light away a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. So we're going to pop open this spackling. Okay. Let me use the ending of this. To get this open. All right. And we're going to mix a little paint in here. Now, it does also say on the instructions that if the spackling is kind of dry like it is and it kind of sticks to the spoon a little bit, that we may need to add a little bit of water. So I'm going to put this on this plate. I'm going to go ahead and add in some white paint. Now, what we don't use, I'm not sure how long it may last inside of here. Shoot, we might have to add some water to this paint. We almost out of white paint here. That's okay. We're going to add us a little bit of water to our paint. Because what we need the paint for basically is just to dye the spackling so that it is a little bit of a brighter white. So this may be a twofold for us here. Adding our paint and some more water. And I'm gonna just like stir this up a little bit to get all up in that G thing. And I probably can actually move what I want to use. That's what I'm gonna do. Move what I want to use to another little cup to make it a little bit easier. This one has a wider mouth. You can find these at the Dollar Tree too. So let's take our spatula out so we have a little bit more room to stir it. And again, this is light spatula. You can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1. And I think I'm gonna need some more. It kind of smells, being honest with you. And so we want to try to get it in a good consistency so that it comes out of the tube good. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water in here. And I'm going to add a little bit more water to my paint. Sorry, y'all, I thought I had more white paint than this. It felt heavy when I picked it up, but I only had a little bit. Because I want this spackling to be a really like bright white, so it really looks like, there we go. Now it's dyeing it. There it is. There we go. So we're getting that consistency that we want. And I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I'll hold the other that's in the can up to what I have in here, so you guys can see the difference. And just the consistency that you want from it, because in the jar it's really, really flaky and dry, which is not gonna, you know, spread out the tube very well. So just adding the water and the paint in there is good. It's dyeing it, it's making it more white. Now I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit more white out of here. Just to give it some more color. So it's almost like you almost want it to look like cookie dough. Cookie dough or cake batter. I can't really say cornbread mix, but cookie dough or cake batter. And I'm going to give it just a squirt more water. And I'm only doing, y'all notice I'm only doing like a little water at a time, just so I can get the consistency that I want. Because I want it to be able to flow out of the tube good, but still have a little bit of thickness to it. I don't want it to be too watery. So that's about how I want it to be. I probably want to add just a little bit more of what's in the jar in there. And make sure you wear gloves when you do this. And of course, the more white paint you add to it, the brighter it will be. So now we got our spackling. And if you can see the difference in how white this one is compared to what is still in the jar. What's in the jar is like a whitish gray. But once we added the white paint to this one, it got really, really white. And we have a good consistency. And let's see, we got some more white paint, couple of more drops of white paint in there for that little piece that I added, so I stay bright white. All right, now that we got that mixed, we're gonna get it into our bag here. And pull this down. Get it all up in that G thing the best that I can. So just scoop it down in there. Just like we would do icing. And it don't smell good, so if you don't like smells, you might want to ventilate. It's not a horrible smell, but it definitely is like a chemically smell. If doing this craft with kids, I would make them wear gloves, and I would do the mixing part and just let them like squirt it out the tube. All right, so we're done with that part. Ooh, coming out, baby. All right, so I'm gonna set this to the side real quick. And, oh, I need some paper towel. I need some paper towel. Hold on, y'all. Or at least, there we go. All right. This spackling, you have to try to get it up. If it is wet like this on something, you can just clean it up with water. And see, it just came right off the table, but you have to get it while it's wet. And this is paint that squirted out, so I'll get that off with a Clorox wipe. So we're done with that part of it. We got our mixture, okay? Now we have our red Solo cups. Let me see. Yes, you'll be able to watch the live later. Yes, you can follow this DIY crafting page, Miss White. We are doing 25 days of crafts. Tomorrow is going to be embroidery, so that's going to be a pretty cool craft for everybody to watch. And then we'll have so many other things. Let me see. I like the one in the tube. It's not that thick. I couldn't find the one in the tube. I could only find the jar. So we have 25 days of crafting, you guys. So we have 25 days, 25 different crafts. I'm telling you, don't want to miss it. My next live, I'm going to be doing glass etching. And it's going to be super cool. I can't wait. All right, so we get our little balls in there, either an ornament or a ping pong ball. I'm just going to put a little hot glue in there just to keep the ornament like stable in there. All right, I'm just dropping little dots of hot glue. Minnie! I'm about to run out of hot glue in here because I was doing that bow. I hot glued the heck out of that bow, y'all, from last night. And I think I only have one glue stick in here. Hold on, because we're going to need to glue stick our ribbon as well. So let me see what I got. Here we go. Here we go. I'm prepared. All right. Stick this in our little baby. And it'll give us a little bit more glue up in that thing. All right. And I'm using Gorilla Glue. I love Gorilla Glue. It's like some of the strongest hot glue out there. And this is actually a Gorilla Glue gun that I got from Walmart. It was like $8. Remember, the higher quality product you buy, the longer it will last you. Products are investments, okay? So we got the glue in there. It's still a little hot. Gorilla Glue also gives you about 30 to 45 extra seconds to work with it. And that's what I love about it. I'm going to take these gloves off and just get new ones when it's time to pipe. Now that we've got our balls in there, what we need to do is get our ribbon together. Right? And so the vote was for the elf. So we're going to use our little elf ribbon. And I think that might give us enough little room right there. Oh, my scissors are sticky from cutting that adhesive last night. I got to clean them. I don't want to cut this. It's still sticky. All right, and we're going to take our ribbon. And do you guys see how I'm turning the ribbon? I'm putting the ribbon so that it's going to face out, so that when it hangs on the tree, you'll be able to see the design in the ribbon, okay? So I'm going to give a couple of little glue dots here on the ribbon so that it will stick to the inside there for us. And I'm making sure the design on my ribbon shows. Of course, if you have a double-sided ribbon, it does not matter. But I'm making sure that my design is going to show when my ornament hangs, right? So doing it like that is going to make sure that the design will show once the ornament is done. Okay, so we're going to do the other one, And you know what? Since we're doing two, why don't we just do 1 and 1? How about that? We'll just do 1 and 1. That way everybody's happy. Because I wanted to make a chocolate one and a caramel one. And I don't know if that terracotta paint, maybe it'll be more like a butterscotch than a caramel. And we go with our sticky scissors. Also, another thing that will work for these, if you don't find the ping pong balls, are Cameron, Nicole, hurry up and get it. It's hot, honey. She just knocked over the glue gun. Another thing that you can use for these are the bells, the little bells that Dollar Tree has, and you get a bunch of those in the pack.
Hey, Mom.
Cameron, Minnie said hi, you guys.
And all the
And all the
mini supporters.
mini supporters. I am so upset with her right now. All right, so we got our little ribbon. Let me make sure I flip it. Give us some little glue dots. Glue dot. And a glue dot. And this little hot glue gun here comes in high temp and low temp. And when I tell you the hot is hot, baby, it is hot, hot, hot. It is hot. Hot, 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 hot. And again, it gives you about an extra 30 to 45 seconds to work with once you have it down. So I love that because I didn't have these spaced the way that I wanted them to be spaced, and I was able to move them, slide them along without messing up anything. Now we get some more gloves because I don't want to get none of this spackling on me. Miss White, what you mean you can't see anything? You couldn't see me doing the y'all can see this, right? Drop some hearts if you can see this. I hope y'all can see me. Hey, Miss Wood from Caseta. Somebody let me know in the comments if you guys are able to see me still, which I hope you are. So let me know. Oh, I fixed the camera. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know it had moved in any way. Where's my paper towel? There it is. Let me get this stuff off my paint. All right. All right, so we got our little stuff, and it's already coming out. So what we want to do is we just want to swirl it around in there. We want to make a swirl. We're going to hold it. We're going to go around in a circle. Ooh, my braid is under there. Don't do it. Okay. All right, I'm trying to make sure this stays up. I might have it too fluid. Yeah, I think I might have to change the consistency of it. I might have put a little bit too much water, y'all, because my swirl didn't stay. But hold on, we're going to fix that. We can fix it. All right, let me get another piece of paper towel. It swirled out just fine, but my swirl didn't stay. So I think I need it to be just a little bit more thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more to there. And I'm going to clean this one off so that it's not lost. And we're just going to add some more speckle to the mix that we already have. That's all. You have to clean this stuff when it is still wet, or you won't be able to get it off. And just plain water cleans it off for you. So I'll leave what I do have in the cup, and we'll just add a swirl to the top of it. Once I add a little bit more of the light speckle to it. Let's see. I want to make sure I get it all off of there, so our cup look pretty. All right. Ooh, don't do me, honey. Don't fall over like that. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to squeeze it back on out into the cup like so. And then we're just going to add a little bit more of this in here to make it a little bit thicker. Yep, I think that'll stay. All right, let's get our tube. Now this is gonna be a little messy because we already had some in there, but that's what we got gloves for. So I just added some more of the dry speckling to what I already had, just to give it a little bit of a thicker consistency. I think that last little bit of water I put in there, I didn't need to, but that's all right. And just scrape as much as we can out so that we get a really good swirl. And we still have more left in there if we need more. And we'll make us some more white paint if we need more white paint. All right. And then what I'm going to do, let me change my gloves before I touch my cup again. Dang it. That's why I hate these gloves. But I bought so many of them, I got to use them until they gone. And I think I'm on my last 3 boxes. And then it's bye-bye. All right. So that's actually already starting to dry a little bit there. All right, so let's try this again. And I really should put another glove on my other hand. Squeeze it down to get any air bubbles out. All right, so now we're going to do our swirl again. All right, so we have our little swirl. We're going to take our spoon. And just clean up the sides a little bit. And even if some kind of runs down, don't even matter, because when it dries, it's just going to look like, you know, the whipped cream was dripping down. And now we add a little straw. Dang it, that's why I should have a glove on this other hand. So we put our little straw, and my spackle on my sides, it's not staying like I wanted to. It's drying, but it's not staying swirled. I want it to be smooth. Yeah, this one is dripping. We'll see what the other one comes out like. But we have our little straw in there. And now we're going to take our brown paint and just give like a little bit of chocolate at the top. Like a little chocolate, like it's got the chocolate sauce on it. And I want to give just a pinch of glitter over the top. So I'm going to let this one dry more. The second round, I think I'm going to add more spackle. This one may have been affected by the our liquid consistency of the first one. I tried to take some out when I set it on top of it, but nonetheless, when I clean it up, it'll still be cute. I want to see if I can achieve the swirl on the second one though. All right, I'm going to get some more paper towel real fast to clean that one up a little bit more, because remember, we have to get it clean before it dries all the way. And I think this one won't have as big of a swirl as I want, but it'll still be cute. And I'm just cleaning this up with a paper towel and water, because water gets it off. You don't need soap, just water, as long as it's still wet per se, that it hasn't started to dry already. And it's going to take about an hour to fully dry. All right, I'm going to stop moving it so much. And I'm going to sit it over here to the side and let it start to dry. And then our second one, I'm going to get going. We're going to mix a little bit more spackle in to the cup to add into our bag. Oh, it did the same thing, like it ran. Yeah, it is ornaments. It is the red Solo Cup Ornaments. I'm going to see if I don't add as much water to it this time if it runs. Because my other one over here looking like a little chocolate drink. They got chocolate coming from out of it. So we going to see. I'm going to put some of this back in here to add the other dry that I have to it. And see, when I did it inside of here, it's doing just fine. It's keeping a swirl. So I don't know for that one, and maybe that I added it to the other one. Yeah, it's holding on to the swirl. But let me add a little bit more. And it could be, like I said, because the other one, the consistency was too liquidy. But we gonna see. I'm gonna try it with a lot less liquid. You see now, this is like super, super thick. I did the other one like a cake mix almost, so that I could easily get it out the tube. But the thing that we're using for the tube is pretty thick, so this should come out of it too. I'm thinking that this won't run. I think it just depends on the consistency of it and the amount of water you use with it. So we're going to see if my theory is right. We're going to see if we can get a little bit more in there because I don't think that's going to give us a full swirl. I'm making a big old mess over here, y'all. And I have another can too that I can open. Yeah, our first one over there is still running. I think that it just had too much water. So now you know, not too much water. I think maybe even if I had had more white paint, just the white paint would have been enough to loosen it up a little bit because it's super dry. And I just want to give this just a little because it ain't stirring. So I just gave it a few little drops. Not very much water at all for the light speckle. Because the first one we did, y'all, I'm going to have to move it to this plate because it's running. It look a hot mess over there. It's hecka running. But I think it was because the first one, that speckle that I had that had a lot of water in it, it just mixed with it. So we're going to see. We're going to see if my theory is right. Is it in a red can? Let me see. Let me see. I like the foam from Walmart. It works better than the chalk. Yeah, this is from the Dollar Tree, lightweight speckling. So it's not the chalk. So Dollar Tree got the chalk that's in the tube. I didn't get the chalk. I got the light speckling. So maybe I should try the chalk from Walmart. But we're going to see if my theory works, if we just had too much water in it. And that's the reason why it ran. Let me change these gloves out. I'm only changing my gloves because they have so much speckling on them that I don't want to get it on the cup. All over this cup. Girl, when I show y'all this other one over here, honey, but that's okay because I'm going to make it work. We're going to do something to it. Make it look like we're meant for it to be like that or something. It's even got the paint running off of it. Do you hear me, baby? Too much water, I think. This one looks like it's going to be better already. All right, so here we go. So I'm making our swirl. Yep. Too much water the first time. Oh, come on. Now I don't got enough in there. Or I got an air pocket somewhere. Oh, I broke it. All right, we got to switch to the other one. I popped it. I'm like, why it's not coming out? I popped the little thing that it goes into. That's why we wouldn't get no pressure. But I have to. No worries. Crafting is not always perfect. So I'm going to go get the other bottle. And this looks like it's actually doing better than the first one did. If you look, it's like actually holding the swirl. So I really think it's going to be less water. You only have to spray just a little bit in the cup because it expands and sits. So somebody's talking about the foam. Okay. I got the swirl going and it's staying on the top. So we're going to see. I think it just all has to do with the consistency of it, being honest. So we're going to see. I got another bag. So I'm going to go get the other bag so that I can fill the bag with our speckle. And I think that this one might actually work because it looked like it's holding the swirl. At least right there on the top of it. The bottom of it looks like it's melting away a little bit, but the top of it looks like it's holding it. So ooh, sorry y'all, I bumped the whole table. All right, we got our new bag. Mama's got a brand new bag. Minnie. Actually, I need to bring me a trash bag. That's the little tip. the bag was like, honey, I'm not taking no more of that. While I'm doing this, I'm going to show y'all what this other one is doing. This one is holding the swirl. But baby, this one here just dripped everywhere. And it's not drying. So I think it just has too much water in it. Because it's even making the paint run, which is okay to have like the chocolate running down the side a little bit. But I'm going to have to come in and scrape this off in the front to save our little drink here. Now I can get a little Q-tip and clean it up. We could just have the chocolate floating at the top, but the swirl ain't happening on this one here. Now that looks a little bit better. And just have the chocolate dripping down the side. So I gotta go in with a Q-tip and fix it. So I'm gonna end up fixing this one. It'll just look like some iced coffee or something. We can get it to dry. Let's get all of this out the way. And I have some more speckle that I want to add to this. So that, and it's still holding a swirl at the top if y'all can see. So I think that it's all about consistency with how much water you add to it. Yeah, it does kind of look like a s'more. If you can see the one I did, how yours look, Keisha? I couldn't get the swirl for nothing. Let me see. You only put, oh, that I read that one already. Well, I got it to swirl. I just got to keep it swirling, honey. That one, though, I'm going to make that one work right there. We're going to call it the chocolate messy drink or something. I'm gonna put a sticker on it that say if 2020 was a drink. We still gonna use it. Just gotta clean it up a bit. So let me give me one more glove so we can mix this one. Hopefully we can get this one to be a good consistency. It'll come out the way that we want it to be because I still see a swirl popping off in there. So let's see if we can make this do what it do, baby. This is trash. Oh, and this one is actually a little bit wetter than the first one that I had. The other one was super, super dry. So I'm going to just put a squirt of water in there. Not very much water at all. Get it mixed in there. So somebody was saying that they use chalk. I haven't seen it done with the chalk. I've only seen the speckling. And it looks like somebody else in the comments was saying they use foam of some sort. So I'm going to try to keep it like kind of thick and not the cake consistency in which I did the first one. Sprinkle a little bit of white paint in there so it'll be a little white. All right, I think that this may be good to go. And I think that what I need to do is keep the swirl within the cup itself and not try to go to the outskirts of the cup. I think that was an issue too. So we're going to try this second round. You know what I tell y'all? Crafting is practice, patience, and passion, my love. You don't get it right the first time, you just try again and see what works and what doesn't work. And if you follow me on this channel, then you know I am not afraid to make mistakes or try new things. Some things I try right along with you guys. All right. I don't want to break the bottom, the tube. It's almost coming. And see, this is why I was doing it in such that like watery consistency at first, because I wanted to be able to come out with ease. Yeah, now it's almost too thick to come out. Let me mix it up in there a little bit. So I'm just going to swirl, turn the cup while I press on this to get the swirl out. Here it comes. All right, here we come. We going, we going, we going. Come on. Got a little air pocket in there. I'm trying to keep my swirl consistent. So I can finish with a bang at the top. I wanted to give you that little there we go. So we got our swirl. So it's all about the water. Let me see. It's an insulating foam by GE for small gaps and cracks in the red and white can for $2.94 at Walmart. When you spray it in a cup, it will look like whipped cream puff in the cup. I did that because I couldn't get the swirl. Okay, let me see. I made one from the Dollar Tree Speckle. It didn't seem as dry as those. I only added white paint a little at a time until it was a creamy consistency. Yeah, I did the white paint. I think with that first one, I put too much water because I was able to get this one to actually swirl. And to be honest, I would add a little bit more water to this mix, or at least a little bit more white paint. I also didn't go very big with the swirl. And I could have like held it down a little bit more to get more swirl coming this way, but it's not running like the other one did. The other one, I just had too much water and too much paint. I think if I had to just put the water inside of the white paint, because I didn't have a lot of white paint, then that one would have came out good too. But we got our swirl booze. So it's all about the water consistency with this Dollar Tree speckle. But I want to try that foam as well. Yeah, it got going. I got a swirl here, y'all. I got a swirl. I don't know if y'all can really see it because of this lighting, but it's got a swirl. It's got our swirl on it. And now we can take our chocolate and kind of drizzle our chocolate over it. And I don't mind if the paint drips off the side a little bit for the chocolate. And then let me see how this looks as far as trying to mimic caramel. And this is terracotta. This color is terracotta. Oh, yep, that's going to be perfect for caramel. So we are using espresso and terracotta for our color. Yeah, this one came out good. The other one over here is Jesus. And the other one over there, baby, it ain't looking so hot, honey. It's still over there running. So I might have to end up just tossing that one out. Because I don't want to run this speckle down my sink. Or I might just take it outside and throw it away. Throw the speckle outside of it and save the cup and my pretty ribbon. So I'm going to take a little bit of glitter and sprinkle over. So it has the glitter. This one came out super good. So consistency of the speckle. If you're going to use Dollar Tree speckle, you want it to be more dry than you do liquidy, really. And I would suggest just adding in the white paint. I think that because the acrylic paint is water-based anyway. So I think that just adding in the white paint little by little as you go stirring will help get the consistency. This one's not running. I got the swirl. If I had a little bit more white paint, then I would have made it whiter, but I didn't have any more white paint. So we use what we had, baby. And now I'm just cleaning up the speckle that got on it. But look at that. Isn't that the cutest little thing that you've ever seen? And you can take whatever, and I said that I wanted to put like the string of pearls around the top of it, make it a little different from the Starbucks ones that are out there. Dollar Tree has the straws that go inside of it. And, well, since I put gold glitter, maybe, do I have any of that gold stuff left from last night? And I do. So let's add the gold one instead of the pearl one to it. Like I was saying, a lot of people are adding like the little Starbucks logo to the front. You can do that. We'll save this for another one. We got a little bit of extra straw left. So the one straw will make at least 3 for you. Because that straw was cut into 3s. We're going to take our scissors. And I'm just going to add like a little embellishment to it. You can add whatever you want to the front. You can put a sticker, somebody's face on there, whatever you want. These are super, super cute. Or you can vinyl a name on the front of it before you go and do your speckle and drop your paint and stuff like that. And just use vinyl to put a name on the front of it. Is that going to affect my little drip there? I think so. Trying to figure out if I want the embellishment at the top or at the bottom. I think because my paint is dripping, I'm going to put it at the bottom. I'm definitely going to make it even. That's what we are going to do. Is make it even. And I'm just following along the bottom of the cup. And this is from the Dollar Tree also. I used this last night in the floral arrangement that we made. This one came out really cute. I don't know about that first one, y'all. That first one's still over there running like a faucet. And I'm just pushing up the bottom, pushing down to the bottom the little adhesive from the bottom of this. We got our little blinged out cup. So that is our ornament, y'all. Dollar Tree speckle. We got some other ideas for using foam from the Dollar Tree. Let me see. That's cute. Looks real good. My mouth watering. You can add a name to the cup with vinyl. Yes. Yes, you can. Thank you, Miss Davis. You use a disposable icing bag. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm excited about this. This came out cute. We got the caramel on there. We got our little chocolate going. We got our little gold glitter sprinkled across the top. And our speckling is already starting to dry up there a little bit. So this one came out much better. This was our first attempt, y'all. I ain't scared to show it. What the heck? The paint still running. This stuff, it ain't even dry. It's still wet. But I think that I could clean this up and make it just look like the chocolate was meant to be on there at the top in some kind of way. Yeah. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, it ain't too bad. It don't look like this one here. But it ain't too bad. I'll fix it up, do something with it. Thank you so much, Miss Brown. Girl, melted down hard like a s'more. Right, that's what I said. I'm going to put 2020 on it. Hey, Miss Cindy. Yeah, I'm going to put 2020 on it. Name the first one. Yep, that's what I was going to say. If 2020 was a drink. That's definitely what I was going to say. Name it if 2020 was a drink, honey. Because, yeah, that speckle ain't got the, honey. I think I just put too much water in it. That's all. Because the second one came out just fine. And it actually it's holding the swirl. So, a little bit of water or the white paint. I think either or. Either you gonna use water or you gonna use the white paint. And if you do have to use water with the white paint, do it sparingly and put a little bit at a time. Consistency wise, I think you want it to be more drier than you do wet or moist. Kind of like cake mix versus cornbread mix. Hold on, y'all. Is this not plugged in? There I go. Hold on, I'm coming back. There we go. I thought the computer was plugged up to the charger, baby, but the whole time it wasn't. Our Minnie knocked it loose when she came in here. That's what happened. Okay, let's see. Y'all on me now. We got a mess in front of me. Hold on. Let me get back to the regular camera. There I miss. And now I got to see what's going on with my lighting here. There we go. All right, let's move this one out the way. I got a lot going on here, y'all. I got extra cameras, lights, everything is everywhere. Yeah, the computer died. And then it's not giving me my screen resolution. Hold on, let me get all of this spackling from in front of me, y'all, so I can show y'all our finished product one more again. I think this one came out super cute. And we added that little gold at the bottom. And like I said, you can go even further and embellish it with someone's name. You can put a sticker on it. This little broke down 2021 that fell over on the table, y'all. It just ain't no help in that one. All right, let me put this here so I can bring y'all forward. It's a hot mess. I made a hot mess. Okay. Let me make sure I get y'all. If I can see y'all coming still. Yep, okay, I see y'all. But I'm so dark to me. I'm wondering why my screen is so dark. Oh well, I'll fix it later. But this is going to be our finished product for tonight. This is our drink ornament. It will hang on your tree like this. Remember to do your ribbon facing forward if you're using a ribbon that has a pattern on it so that you can see the pattern when it's hanging on the tree. And you can decide to put your straw on either side that you want. I added a little embellishment here, and actually I need to move it and put this part in the back. I didn't realize that it stopped off in the front. We don't want that part in the front. We want the front to be seamless. We don't want to be able to see the seam on it. The back, it doesn't matter because it's going to hang on the tree and you're not really going to see the back, but you still want to get your seam as close together as possible. But for the front, we want the front to look completely seamless. Right? That is super cute. And we got a little chocolate drizzling off the side like a real little drink. And again, the colors in here are terracotta and espresso. Those are the browns that I use. And then for the glitter on top, which you don't have to add, but I added 24 karat glitter to the top of it. So I want to make a couple of more of these. I may make some of these just as gifts for the family. I want to see how long this actually takes to dry. I think it said about an hour to completely dry. So we'll see, because you get 22 cups, and if you go and you get the ping pong balls, you get 6 ping pong balls for $1. And then this spackling, I think if you work it right, you probably can get 2 to 3 of these out. Yeah, and it all just depends on how high you set your ping pong ball to or your ornament. Because I have my ornament, it stops maybe about right there, so that you don't have to put as much in there. But I think this came out super cute. So this is day three's craft. We ain't gonna talk about that 2021 over there, Hunty. Yes. But this is day three's craft, the Solo Red Cup Ornament. I think these are super, super cute. And it does look like a real little drink. That chocolate making me want some Starbucks, Hunty. So this was day three. This is what we did yesterday, and this actually lights up. And y'all see, I got my bow to go on there. I'm proud about my bow. And all of this is Dollar Tree product. All of these products came from the Dollar Tree except for the ribbon. The ribbon came from Michael's, and I got that on Black Friday for 50% off. But even the gold beads that we use for this came from Dollar Tree. All right, you guys. So make sure that you are following Gucci Crafts on Facebook. Make sure you're following Gucci Crafts on YouTube. Make sure you go and follow the DIY crafting page. Let me see, add a master first. Yeah. And now that it fell over, y'all, it look even worse. Because it fell over. The hot glue gun knocked it over when I got it, when the power went off on the computer. So it look even worse. It's running on both sides now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put something on that say, if 2020 was a drink, and we still going to keep it and hang it on the tree. This is representative of 2020. So we're going to let it dry just like the other one. And I think it's a good, cute little craft. It's a craft you can make with the kids too. Just give them some gloves, because this spackling get real messy. I'm gonna have to clean off this whole dang on table, my hands, everything, and the paint stuff and all of that. Get a little messy. But now I know how to work with it. So the next time that I do it, it won't be as messy. Just less water, and I'm gonna do it with some white paint. And even what I did with this one, I would even make it a little bit lighter than this, because it took me some extra power to get it out of the bag. So I would even give it just a little bit more. But I like how it swirled. It kept the swirl. I kind of kept my swirl inside of the cup instead of trying to go all the way outside with the swirl. And I can see now that it's starting to settle. And I think it's going to look real good. So I'm going to stop moving it as much, because the paint is not all the way dry on there. And you see, you don't need a lot of paint. I just did a couple of specks of paint, and the paint started to run and fall into place too. So if you do end up making these, I need you to give me hashtag 25 days of Craftsmas. Any craft that you make doing 25 days of Craftsmas that you see on the channel, please hashtag 25 days of Craftsmas. We are going to go through when Craftsmas is over, and I'm going to be picking the best craft out of the remix. I'm going to be picking the best craft out of the remix, and you never know. Most of the time, I do 2 to 3 winners, right? It's never just one winner. So, and it's not just my craft, because day before yesterday, Shakia made the holiday craft. I had yesterday and today with the flower bouquet, and then the red Solo Cup. This thing is just so freaking cute. With the red Solo Cup Ornament. And then tomorrow we're going to have Alexis Calloway that's going to come on with embroidery. And then Saturday we have a DIY jewelry frame with Miss Ebony. And then we have the Crafty Queen that's going to come on Sunday. We have a craft for every single day of the week. If you look on the Craftsmas page, the schedule is put out there. You look on the Gucci Craft page, the schedule is put out there. So I'm hoping that we see you guys tomorrow. Her live is going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So that is going to be Well, she's 3 hours ahead of me. So that's gonna be 2 o'clock here. Yeah, that'll be 2 o'clock here in California. So she's gonna start five there. I'm gonna stream it here on the Gucci Craft page. It's also gonna be streaming on the DIY Crafting page. So make sure that you tune in for that. And of course, like always, I will be live for Friday Night Live tomorrow as well. That's gonna be at 6:30 excuse me, 7:30 PST. So that's gonna be after we have our Craftsman's Live. It's gonna be a whole other live where I come on and do something else. It won't be related to Christmas, y'all, because I gotta keep all my Christmas crafts for the 25 days crafts, right? So we're still gonna do something exciting for Friday Night Live tomorrow as well. I love you guys, and I hope to see you tomorrow watching Alexis Calloway at 5 p.m. Eastern Time here on the DIY Crafting channel. And then Gucci Craft is going to come on at 7:30 PST, Pacific Time, Cali Time, for our regular SNL Friday Night Live. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.